Put on LBC. I put on LBC. Yeah, I put on LBC. Over LBC. I put on LBC. Over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon gods on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Started with a vision, now we running the game. Charts glow, purple teal, yeah, you know the name. From the beach to the block, we controlling the tide. Every candle that we light, that's a wave we ride. I've been grinding through the night, while the city don't sleep. Putting LBC on maps, taking wins, stacking deep. From the charts to the streets, got the fam in the mix. Every move calculated, yeah, we playing with steel. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon gods on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Crypto hustle late nights, yeah, we stay in the zone. Stacking knowledge, stacking bags, turning charts into gold. Market makers throw shade, but we glow through the rain. Every dip just a test, every loss turns to gain. Got the fam worldwide, but the roots run deep. From the med, I was grind to the LBC streets. This for every wave rider who believed in the dream. We gon' put it on the map, keep it real, reign supreme. Reign supreme, reign supreme, reign supreme. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. From the charts to the stage, man, you know who it be. It's that Lunar Beaches fam putting on endlessly.
Good evening and welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. Thank you for joining me. Where the heck is everybody? There's literally no one here. Unless the concurrent views are off. Really? Hello? Is the stream okay? Good evening, everybody. Welcome to Lunar Beaches Crypto, where we ride the waves of the crypto market all the way to the moon. I am David, and tonight we're gonna go over the charts as always. What's going on, GT Jack? Good evening. All set. Good evening. Good evening, Alexandra G, Mod Boss, Mod Queen, Mod God. Thank you for being here and pinning that Discord link in the chat. Do greatly appreciate you for doing that. We got 666 in the house. What's going on? Thank you for being here, all you beautiful, amazing people. What we've got here is a failure to sustain moves. Bitcoin sitting at $67,775. Making a move to the upside here over the last hour and a half or so. Getting a nice little push. Getting a sweep of the high. 15-minute closes below. Potential SFP. We do have some somewhat juicy lows down here. These three right here. That's liquidity. In my book, liquidity. So we'll see if it'll get a turnaround or if it will continue up into higher time frame levels. This is a daily FVG. Daily FVG. What's happening? What's up, Ghost of Odyssey? Thank you for joining me. Alan Mikuluk, thank you for being here. Good evening. VVVVV, hi from Hungary. Hello, Hungary. Hello, VVVVV. Shout out to Hungary. I'm getting a little hungry. That's Hungary. Hungary. Sorry. Bad jokes. So Bitcoin getting a break, getting a push back into the channel. Is this going to turn into a false break? Very well could. If we can, we were talking about this last night, if we can get a 5-wave move, then we could see a potential reversal playing out. We would want to break this high at $71,716 on this current move, topping out potentially sometime in the AM during tomorrow's New York AM session, getting a pullback, and then one more push, and we'll see how far that goes. That would give us our potential wave 1 of a bigger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's not how that would look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, something like that. That's our weekly FEG 786 up here. I don't know that we would actually get all the way up there, and that would be actually a pretty big wave 1 too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could see that happening. I degened into a short at the top. Well done. I mean, the best time to degen into a short is at tops. And the best time to degen into a long is at bottoms. So now we just gotta wait for it to play out, right? See what happens. Now, is this looking toppy? A little bit. A little bit. But if this does kind of build out here, right, we come down, down. Then we have the potential of this turning into like a bull flag of sorts. So I could see that. And that would be pulling back to the upwards trending support and then getting a continuation. Pull a fib. I could almost get you down to the 50 from the absolute low, 382. That'd be a good bounce spot at the 382. So definitely, potentially could get this with the 50 right here at 67,291, 382 at 67,551, golden pocket down here at 67. So at each one of those levels, we want to wait and see if, if we get a reaction. And that is if the local top is in and we even get down there. So that's what I will be looking for here. We have this little consolidation range right here that I would want to pay attention to. I can go ahead and get rid of this daily FEG that has now been mitigated. So yeah, we'll see if it wants to come down to this demand zone and then down to the 50 here. And if I just pull this particular wave, that's a 7-8 or golden pocket retrace. So could see continuation here to push up to that 69,200 level and the next daily fair value gap. We have to be careful with the potential push because if it comes up here, then and we kind of get a rejection, then we have to look for a potential third push, macro 50, right? Yep, macro 50, and then come and take those all out. or even an ABC and then move down. So either way, we've got to be careful up here at the daily fair value gap. Now we do have equal highs here that we've left behind a while ago, and whether we come back for them now or later is to be seen. But if we are to get a bullish continuation here and a bullish push, there's definitely targets, and they would definitely suggest that it might go there. It's going to go there. It's going to go there. Not financial advice. Please do your own research. But I'd like to see those cleared and that high cleared. Is that the high of this move? Yeah. That high cleared, a pullback, and then a final push to the upside. Getting into maybe even 886 at this red line. 674, 845. Oh, but we also have 786 right here, which it might top there. So, but those are good. Those are levels that if we do see a push to the upside here, those will be the resistance levels that we really need to be paying attention to, and seeing how price reacts to them. Well, we got the golden pocket here at 71, 716, and then it's probably more like 720. No, 835. 835. What is this blue line? Are we're just forever lines? We are forever lines. Is that what we are? Okay, cool. I got a feeling they're like equal highs or equal lows or something. No more forever lines. Okay. So because we have equal highs sitting right here, this is definitely going to be an area of liquidity that we could spend a little bit of time on like a correction, that is. So this could like drag out a little bit. Your wave 4s do tend to drag out a little bit longer than your wave 2s. Wave 2s tend to be deeper and more short-lived than your wave 4s. So because we have these equal highs here and here, then liquidity, I would expect to be resting right there. Consolidate. One more push to the upside. 73,693 for the 786. Now remember, this breaking this high, wave 3 breaking this high, would imply that we have changed market structure, and we've done it with a bullish impulse, meaning we could have seen, or we've probably started an actual bullish reversal. Now, I was going over it last night. If this comes down, up, down, up, and let's say we come up to here, or even get up to here, pull back, and then push up. Well, now we have not broken this high, and we are more likely creating 3 drives and then a shift down. So we got to break this high, in my opinion, on this next move in order for us to be putting in an actual, potentially putting in an actual bullish reversal. Now, after that, if we do break that, pull back, continue, and we do hit resistance. This ABC that comes in after that, or the correction that comes in after that, can be a pretty deep correction. It would be wave 2 of a potential high time frame 5-wave impulse. So on wave 2 is valid as long as you don't break the low of wave 1. So every single bit of space is valid for wave 2 to get to. Pull a fib. Now, with that said, you tend to bounce either off of your golden pockets or your 786s. And sometimes you do get down to the 886 before you see a reversal. What you do is you watch price as it approaches those levels, and you see what kind of reaction those levels receive. I like to look for bullish engulfing, dojis, even hammers. I mean, bullish candle patterns. And alongside even a bullish divergence, or really you want to see the bullish divergence prior to. So we kind of will want to see the bullish divergence here. Don't see it on this indicator. I'm going to pull up. Oh, no. There we go. It's on the 1 hour. So we did get this bullish divergence here off of these lows. Get a push, and let's see some continuation off of that bullish divergence. Did we get it on the 4 hour too? What did this give us? One? It did. That gave us a nice bullish divergence as well. 4 hour money flow is still in the red, which we would want to turn green if we want the high time frame to remain stable. Bullish. Good evening, LCB. Good evening, Blair Force 1. LBC OG Melissa One Loving House. What's going on, Melissa? How you doing? Thank you for being here. Now this push up and this pull back was a golden pocket retrace and bounce. Retrace of the golden pocket, pushing to the upside. Now the 4 hour did not SFP. Still has another hour and 41 minutes to make sure it does not. Now that is a swing. It is going to be a swing high. Is it though? Yes, because we broke this high. And we came down and we broke that high. Now let's go to the 1 hour. The 1 hour I'm kind of bullish on. So this is nice. Push down, come back up, cross the 0 line, push to the upside. Let's get a standard RSI in here and see what that is showing us. It's going to be similar to the momentum. Similar. Okay, so we did get a bullish divergence there as well. Let's go down to the 15. Anything on the lower time frames? In overbought, however, overbought is just a term, and it's a poor term because it just means it's kind of strong, but what you really want to see is it move to the upside, and it can stay up there for however long it wants, but when it breaks and then comes back up, typically you'll see something like this, and it'll come up short, and it'll go for one more push. And whereas the RSI does not follow through, and that's where you get your bearish divergence. And you want to get your bearish divergences, all of your divergences at key levels. So I'd like to see that form after coming into, this high, this daily fair value gap. If I am going to try and play a bearish reversal. Just noticed this prior to stream. Talk about the overlapping waves. 3 tops, 3 highs. Break, pull back into golden zone. Push down. TP, TP. Wave gang. Ride the waves. Please go ahead and smash up that like if you haven't already. I would greatly appreciate it. If you're new to the channel, hit that sub. Nothing on the channel is financial advice. It's for educational and entertainment purposes only. If you need financial advice, I have a financial advisor. His name is JR. Just kidding. JR is not a financial advisor. So, are we going to reclaim? We're already in the process of reclaiming. Now, we did not get a 4-hour. I do not see a 4-hour. I mean, there was one here. Bullish divergence. Slight. Came down and put in another low, though. But what I do notice was this. You see, connect your highs even on your RSI, and that's gotten a break. That can lead to upside. More upside, that is. Notice it just broke it on, was it this candle? Yeah, just broke it on this 4-hour candle here. Let's go back. Let's just see. See, that puts in a low and then a high and then pulls back. So this broke here. One candle and then push to the upside a little bit. Little push. No, I need 2 highs at least. 2 highs at least. What if I did this one? And that one. Break here. That got a little boost up there. Came back down, back tested, and then a push to the upside. It's kind of crazy. Break. Anywho. So, it's gotten a little break. I would expect, or anticipate at least, anticipate more upside. I'm still anticipating more upside. Getting through that daily fair value gap, though, is going to be key. If we get a 4-hour, if we come up to the midpoint of this fair value gap at 69,757, if we come up to that midpoint on the 4-hour, and it comes up and it comes down. Let me do this. And it closes below. That's going to be my first bearish signal. If we open up the next candle and it comes up and either takes a high and rejects or can't even get up to the high, maybe rejects the midpoint on the So this is the 4 hour on the 15-minute. Rejects the midpoint of the wick of the previous 4 hour candle wick. Then we'll look for downside. Now if we get this push down, or this push up, this push down, and we come up in here and we do wick there, then we're looking at this A wave, potential A wave and C wave being pretty similar in length. And if you come down into the territory of wave 1, it's not going to be, it's showing more corrective behavior, and then it's therefore more likely to just come down and take all the lows. So beat that dead horse to death. What are we looking at? US oil 102. Yippee. So we got above and closed above on the 4 hour, the golden pocket. Let's go to the daily, take a look at that, see what we did. Okay, so we also closed the daily above the golden pocket, sweeping that previous day high. So we'll see if it wants to come down for the previous day low at about 99.61. We also have a daily fair value gap sitting right down there. Does not have to come down to it. In fact, it could just go sideways for a day and consolidate, and then on Wednesday come down, tap, and then go. But big butts. Big butt. All right, so these go off of closes, but we can see the momentum on oil really trending to the downside on the daily. It's not really showing a whole lot of strength. Oil is not really showing a whole lot of strength, which is kind of weird. We just got another rejection off of this trend line, so that's interesting. However, there's a chance that tomorrow could see us break that trend line, or maybe even come down one more time and then break. And if that happens, then look out below. Above. Then I want to see a rollover, because now we're looking at potential either bearish divergence, or are we going to be in a channel? No, I would say we would come down. $68 a barrel. Do we have any equal lows? I'm serious. They're like crack to me. A whole bunch of equal lows. And that would also give us a nice little sweep of this high. Sweep the high. Go for the equal lows. And $55 a barrel. Only seems about right. That is actually one of my favorite low time frame trades to make. One of my favorite intraday trades, or even a scalp. Let me see if I can find you something. Does anybody know the name of this? Let me show you. It looks like this. I'll send you a couple stickers if you can get it. Specifically the name that I am looking for. It's got to be the name that I'm looking for. Send you some LBC stickers. let me know. All right, let's see. I need to see where. I need a bearish one. Let's type in bearish. Thought Allset might get it. Fun times. How was everybody's Monday? I hope you had a great Monday. Mine was pretty chill. Might be getting a new hire, which means I will probably soon be doing some training. Which means I will be unavailable throughout the days that I'm training. Half Batman? Yeah, it's half a Batman. That's funny. Yeah, we have a little bit of a Batman. This one was trying to be a Batman, but it failed. All right. The answer is Judas swing. Essentially, a Judas swing comprises of 3 different phases. An accumulation phase. Some people call it power of 3. It's probably the one that Allset was thinking of. But you have your accumulation. That's your favorite LBC. Yes, it is. Accumulation. Manipulation. And your distribution. Accumulate phase, come up, take the highs. That's your manipulation. And then straight on down. Maybe, I don't know, about $33 a barrel. But down here to about 54, below $55 a barrel. I'll just look for, that's what I'll be looking for. So hopefully top maybe in June. Well, we'll see. Maybe earlier. We're on trajectory for earlier, maybe in May. Sell in May and go away. Oil. Oh no, am I early? PO3? No, I said it first. So there you go. So that's the idea for oil. Now let's go ahead and put a compare. Let's put Bitcoin on this chart. Hello? Why is the compare tool not working? Hello? Well, that's weird. Is it the asset? No. Is anyone else's compare tool working? Not working? Now, zooming out, this is why it's important to zoom out, because today we could literally come up into that daily FVG, reject it, and even close below this support level. And if that does happen on today's candle, come back down, we're not looking good. That's a harsh rejection of a support level, turning it into resistance. We also have support level here off of this bounce, and we would be closing below that as well, showing even more that this level is resistance. Let's just go ahead and do this so we can all see it. This level here. And we can even see it, how price oscillates right there at that level. And you do get reactions off of it. You get a negative reaction there, another rejection. Then we're able to break through, but we still come back down to that general zone, come back down, bounce off of it, come back through. And now, I mean, we're just oscillating basically around that area, which I'm pretty sure if I throw this is buy bit, if I throw an anchored VWAP at this low, that is exactly where the anchored VWAP rests. So that's where we have spent most of our time since February 6th. And we are at the point of control. We could reject here, man. But for real, we could reject here. We could leave all that juicy liquidity above us behind and come for it later. Hello, do you want to delete? Thank you. But right now, we are consolidating at the point of control. So maybe, we can get a push here on Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance, 58.668 percentile. Let's go to the daily, back out. I did say I was going to go over a lot more charts tonight. Whoops. I still have 23 minutes, so I'm good. For some reason, I thought it was later. Yeah, not sure. Not sure about Bitcoin. Not sure about altcoins. Unfortunately, it kind of looks like a SFP that'll run back down and take the equal lows. Could you imagine? Imagine the smell. Imagine all the bitching. Sharknado, what's going on? Jesus saves. 7-7-7-7-7-7-7. Thank you for joining me this evening. God bless to you. Ooh, that's a rejection. Don't think that would, I don't think that's gonna, don't know. I don't know whether that's gonna play out. Not your average head and shoulders. However, overlapping waves clear the lows at the least. Bunch of equal lows. Crypto is dead. That would suck. But it could be coming. The Russell getting its rounded off. The equal lows are down below it too. Not only that, but the NASDAQ not looking good, officially in correction territory after closing the week last week from top to bottom at almost 12%. That is correction territory. We did take equal lows today. Let's go to the 4-hour. Bullish divergence on these lows. So we can see some continuation out of the NASDAQ as well. But again, it's going to have its own resistance too. So its own levels up here I don't have mapped out currently. I got a feeling this might come up and then come down and take that other equal lows there. Big weekly move. Yep. I really want to see it come down and take those. I think we've even got some right here too. But I would like it to come up and then move down. That'd be nice. Wouldn't be too bad. All right. We do have some gaps down here. Let's go down. Let's pull fib on it. All right, 382 right below us there at 22,594. 50 is 21,403. Golden pocket 20,241 to 19,944. How big of a correction was this one from high to low? 26%. That wouldn't be too bad. I mean, if this came all the way down here, almost 30% correction. $29.5, 30, somewhere in there. That would be a pretty normal correction, seeing as how we just had one of those. Back in March of last year. Good evening, JR. I told people that you are a financial advisor. That weekly looks like it could be bottoming out, but again, we can stay at lows. That don't necessarily mean we have to. It doesn't necessarily mean just can't, bounce around below the zero line and chill out for a little while, which would mean more of a slow bleed. But this kind of, I mean, there's a chance where this thing just really rolls over. But does that turn into a larger flag? I don't know. So, could roll over. But I would expect it to probably at least come down to the golden pocket. So we'll see. And if it does that, then Bitcoin and everything else will follow suit. S&P, was this a 22? Yeah, it's a 22 bear market. So let's just do that. That gets you down to the 886, 27.42%, 24.52%. But like S&P, no. Let's look at, where's my Mag 7? Custom formulas. My Mag 7. So they don't really have too much more to go. Let's go to the actual charts. Let's look at NVIDIA. You know what this looks like? This looks like... What chart was it? What chart was it? Let me invert this. So I want you to see. Think of this. Boom. Okay. don't think it was Bitcoin. Oh, wait. Was it the Dow Jones? Oh, yeah. Oh, still inverted. Hold on. Settings. Oop. Oh, yeah. Control I or something. Pretty sure it was Dow Jones. It's pretty wicked. Was it on the? It was on the weekly or the monthly? There it is. So that actually ended up being an accumulation schematic. This is actually Wyckoff reaccumulation. But that was a continuation pattern. So go back to NVIDIA. Oh my God. There. Well, this is at a high. I mean, that other one was at a high, but it was upside down. It really looks like Wyckoff distribution. With the spring. Yeah, it's going to be this one. Let's see. You've got your buyer's climax, psychological level, your buyer's climax, your BC, pullback. Wait, no, this is going to be your buyer's climax, automatic rally, secondary test, goes a little higher maybe, pull back lower, push up, up thrust after distribution, pull back, sideways consolidate, barely moving to the upside. Last point is supply, distribute, and then shift to the downside. So really, maybe even psychological level, maybe that 150 area is psychological. Right here, you get that little push back. Then buyer's climax, automatic rally, secondary test, sign of weakness because you're breaking the low. And then you get that chop push, up thrust, after up thrust in phase B. And then you get an ABC, sideways and up, ABC, sideways and up, and then down. So yeah, that's Wyckoff distribution right there, buddy. Yeah, buddy. $786, $113. JR, the Rizzler, make sure you are subscribed to JR. And we've got Harpski. What's going on, Harp? How you doing? Made it home for the important part. There you go. Isn't the whole thing the important part? What is AAPL doing? Apple. Looks like that was a retrace. Whoops. Rejection 786. And then continuation to the downside. So yeah. Break ABC. Or will this turn into a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Take equal lows. 192. Potentially. Yeah, looks good. What else? What else? What else? What else? What else? Should be. My goodness. Meta already pushing pretty low here. Meta's not exactly looking all that great. Let's go to the weekly. Such an ugly, ugly chart. Megaphone pattern? Anyone? Doesn't work like that. Either way, this does tend to break down. Break to the downside, that is. Fixed range volume profile. Let's just bring all this in. Okay, let's bring this in. What is this? November low, 2022. Okay, so at this consolidation rate, ooh, completely dark here. Interesting. $886 right here. Okay. $169, 170. We'll see. Just got to make it through this node here first at 303. And, you know, broader market context, we got to see, is everything kind of potentially bottoming around the same time? Or what? What's going on with the war? What's going on with oil? What's going on with the macro? Everything. Got to pay attention to it all. Fortunately or unfortunately. This gives me this gives me Bitcoin 2021 vibes. Like specifically this top. Yeah, very much so. And again, overlapping waves, break, break, pull back, push down. It's crazy. Yeah, man. I think See the Dixie continued higher today as well. Getting a pullback right now. Let's go to the 1 hour. SFP on the 1 hour. Lots of built up lows here, man. Those are looking juicy on the Dixie, which still favors that upside, that short-term upside move we're talking about. So us potentially getting. So hopefully we can get a little bit of upside at least. I just want some trending. It's a lot easier to trade when stuff's trending. It's in a trend. Still consolidating here. Bullish consolidation. Either one more push and then down, or ABC. Even can go as low as this level. I mean, technically we can go as low as this low, because that would be the start of the move. 1, 2, 3. And I actually said earlier, because this is the macro, but that's if this, we got to go higher first. Stop looking at, stop paying attention to macro. But yeah, this can come all the way down. As long as it doesn't take these lows, then this is a potential 1, 2, I'd say 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I think we might put in another high here before we do roll over. Because this did break this high on the third wave. 1, 2, 3. This is also 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That'd be part of a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 as well. Actually, that would be up here and then pull back and then here. Sorry. Because this would need wave 5 and then get an ABC and then one more push to the upside. And that would complete the larger 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you get 5 waves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Break ABC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. ABC. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for wave 5. So yeah, what's that? What sucks for you? Upside because you're in a short? That's okay. I'm sure we used proper risk management. Me no likey. I'm sorry. 5-minute did close above this high, so that would suggest that we could go one more push up on the 5-minute. The 15 did SFP, but also it's not really it's not really a high that I would care too much about SFPing. Now on the 15-minute, sure. But we're consolidating. So I still think maybe something like this. I want to get one more push and then come down. I think that would actually be the more bullish scenario. And wave 4 would actually be better if we bounced off of that uptrending support than to come all the way down here. It would still be valid because you're not coming into the territory of wave 1. But if you did, well, then I'll just look for another move to the upside and then a rollover. So many different scenarios, So many different ways to go about it. I think we see a little bit more. We see more upside in the immediate short term. I think we at least get up into the daily fair value gap, if not going for taking all of that and then seeing where we are on our lower time frames on whether or not we just roll right back on over. We'll see. What I do know is that I went back and I looked at previous bear markets for Bitcoin, and not one of them ended on a bear flag. The last two, more of a bear pennant that failed. Let's just go to it. Okay. I'm going to need a different chart. Coinbase. Not really a channel. Because what highs, like, what am I connecting here from my channel? This just looks more like a bear flag that broke down. Or a bear pennant, rather. Need to be more accurate. Actually, to put in a little bit of a lower low, but yeah. Same. But yeah, so more of a bear flag than a channel. I don't really see those highs don't make any sense with these lows. If anything, maybe even a wedge. But this just makes more sense. Broken. But bear flag. Upwards channel. Breakdown. Bear market. That's not the bear market. Bear market. Do we have a channel here? I don't see one. Maybe. No, again, if we're connecting our highs, it's a downwards. It's a triangle. This one, I'm on Coinbase, so it doesn't have all of it. It's gonna be the same, basically. I mean, if I connect the lows, whoa, parallelogram. Connect the lows, connect highs. We're still looking at a triangle and not really a channel. Could we consider this a channel? I need a different, dang it, index. What are you saying over here also? Awesome TA, I see a BTC move, I can come up on top. Yeah, still more of a triangle. Do we have a channel? I'd say more of a triangle. It did break down, but immediate recovery did not follow through. Did not go to the measured move. Nope. So that's a failed bear pennant. Still not a channel. Point is, no Bitcoin market, bear market, bottom was a channel, an upwards trending channel. This one, it kind of is. Now, this is kind of getting a little the sides are coming closer together. But and look at that. Ever since this high, the anchored VWAP has just been down and to the right. So look for price to potentially come up there about $69,600, maybe even like 70,000. And that's probably going to be that first level we got to get through. If I went back to the other chart, it's probably a level there, or maybe that daily fair value gap. But this anchored VWAP trending just hardcore down suggests that we're just in a sell-off, major sell-off. I mean, obviously we've been in a sell-off, but there's no leveling out. It's just, I mean, our volume weighted average price just continues to drop. And we have this anchored VWAP here. So they're starting to converge a little bit. From here, it's going to be the same. From this high, right above over here, but all pointing down. Let's put one here. Price is, I mean, it should be above that one. Let's put about this low. Okay, nice little bounce there. Ooh. Where's our... I mean, none of them really look good, to be honest. Where's our last big news? Let's do February 28th. What bottom was that? This one. And it looks like we've got a little bit of a rounding here. See that? Sell off. Sell off. I know. You're thinking, wait, that's a sell off. That's a sell off. I'm saying this was a sell off. This is selling. This is selling. Distribution. Yeah, watch that 69,636. Okay. All right, guys, I do got to go. Thank you all for joining me. I greatly appreciate it. If you wouldn't mind hitting that like button on your way out and smashing up that subscribe. If you are new and you enjoyed the content this evening, hit that notification bell to be notified for whenever I create new content when I go live. Make sure you join the free Discord. Link is in the description. Follow me on X at Lunar Beaches. And yeah, I don't know. Tomorrow I will have class. Hopefully I'll be able to be back here before my stream. And yeah, I mean, I'm sure I will be. But anyways, I will see you all tomorrow. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. And I'll catch you all in the next one. Mad love. God bless. Ride the waves. Bye.
I put on LBC. Yeah, I put on LBC. Over LBC. I put on LBC. Over LBC. Wave riders in the building, yeah, they riding with me. Moon guys on my chain, ain't no breaking the team. Started with a vision, now we running the game. Charts glow, purple teal, yeah, you know the name. From the beach to the block, we controlling the tide. That's the way we ride. I've been grinding through the night while the city don't sleep, putting LBC on zone. Stacking knowledge, stacking bags, turning charts into gold. Market makers throw shade, but we glow through the rain. Every dip just a test, every loss turns to gain. Got the fam worldwide, but the roots run deep. From the Med, I was grind to the LBC streets. This for every wave rider who believed in the dream. We gon' put it on the map, keep it real, reign supreme. Reign supreme, reign supreme, reign supreme. I put over LBC, over LBC. I put over LBC, over LBC. From the charts to the stage, man, you know who it be. It's that Lunar Beaches fam, putting on endless